Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing information, seeing the data for the very first time. So to respect your time, if you are looking for a video where the person's got hindsight in their favor and they're doing a trade recap or something like that, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, I'm confident you'll find value here in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at market open. Okay, I have an order at $13 here to pick up a put. Looking to trade SPX options. So at this point, let's go to 1280. I might even come up here a bit more. Yeah, let's go to 1320 here. Might have been a bit late, but we'll see if it wants to come back up. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 1320 here. All right, going to cancel that out now. Gave it a chance, so let's go to 1250 instead now. There is a bit of a guessing component with options, so that's why I am changing and canceling my orders quite often. I'm not 1220 because you're trying to figure out what's the price of the option going to be when the price of the stock itself is at a certain area. So we'll see if this comes up a bit more so I can pick up a put. All right, I will pause. Okay, I have an order at 1290 now. Okay, in there, 1290. All right, that's not what I anticipated. So I'm not going to necessarily go into loss control mode yet, but so basically I wasn't a break-even trade because I made $10 on it with commissions, but for intensive purposes, essentially a break-even trade that did not. That entry point was not as good as what I thought it would be, so hopped out, and now I am going to try again, just reposition myself. And I'm glad I got out where I did because now this thing is still grinding higher and higher. So, like I said, glad I basically took the break even there. I still like the trade, just no longer at where I was at. Okay, let's go to... Again, like I said, there is the guessing component. But I feel very good about how I played that one. Because this would be, definitely a loss at this point. So instead of a loss, I'm looking at, like I said, $10 with now the opportunity to reposition myself into the trade. All right, I will go ahead and pause and let's see if this thing wants to come up a bit more and film me at, well, showing some movement here. Wow, that was fast. In at 1070. And out there for another, what is that? Okay, so I saw an error message pop up and it got me a little worried because there's some, for those of you that don't watch my videos, you know that there's been a couple issues recently just with options in general and one time with my platform. And this popped up at 9:41 there, but that's So that's not affecting anything here. But anyways, I got to stop talking because this is still providing opportunities. I think I might. Yeah, I'm going to go down to 15 here. So if this thing wants to keep coming up, I will look to try again. So right now I'm struggling. 2 trades, and that last one was fine. I kind of got spooked out because of that error message. I wanted to just think through it a bit more. But I'm glad I played that one the way I did too, because I'd be losing on that one because it's still coming up. So can't quite, or would I? Let's go check. No, I wouldn't necessarily be. Well, now I would be losing, but. So I'm at. Now the question becomes, do I see if it can get up to that? Nah. I like how I'm doing things right now. I'm just going to. And what I mean by that is, I like how I'm doing things now. What are you talking about? You're basically 0 for 2. I just mean, even though I haven't been great in my entry points, I like how I'm doing it because, as you've seen, even without good entry points, I'm still able to escape with at least a little bit of profit. So that's what I meant by I like the way I'm doing things. After I said that, I thought to myself, that might need a little bit of clarity because somebody would be rightfully and rationally thinking, what do you mean you like the way you're doing things? You're barely making any money. And again, fair point. Just meant it in the sense of I like, and take it for, if you find yourself not getting great entry points, but still actually being able to finagle out a profit, in some maybe deep philosophical realm, you could probably argue, well, that is a good entry point then. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to make that claim here. All I'm saying is I think there's some room for that discussion. If you want to, everybody put on your Aristotle and Socrates hats and try to be philosophers, maybe that is actually a good entry. I don't let me know down in the comment section. Is it a good entry point if you are still able to finagle out at least a small gain? Like I said, if this one can get up to that purple line, I would be very, very interested. And so much so that I'd look to go 2 contracts on that one. So I'll keep a close eye on it, and just in case something crazy happens, I'll throw out an order at 1350, just in case the thing shoots upwards and gives me a great fill. But all right, I will pause for now. Okay, I have an order at 1420. Again, guessing game at work here. I think 1350 looks good for a potential little miniature fake break of that purple line. So let's see it get up to that level. I was wondering if I should just try it at 15 and use the purple line as my stop, but given I haven't had the most confidence-inducing morning, I'm going to try to play things a little bit more conservative. In hindsight, yes, that's what I should have done, but I'm talking in hindsight, so we're all fantastic traders in hindsight. Again, had those first couple of trades worked out just fine, then I think I would have approached this a lot differently. And had another trade or another winning trade here. But because things, as you've seen, has not been the cleanest, it's causing me to want to err on the side of caution, which I would argue is probably the smart thing to do because clearly the results have shown that for whatever reason, I don't quite have my A game here. I don't quite have, the eye that I need to have because I have not nailed these entry points. We'll see if this thing does still. There's still a chance it comes up there, but like I said, that initial trade that I talked you through, I mean, that would have been a nice little scalp right there. And I mean, even if I get filled up there, that still doesn't mean it's going to be a winning trade. I just, in my mind, seems to be a more of a conservative type situation. So, all right, I'll go ahead and pause. I have an order at 1770. And it did not fill me. So I'm going to go to 7. I was on best bid, but it would not fill me. So I feel good about the entry point. I timed it up pretty well, but obviously not good enough because I didn't get filled. I'll try again now at 1720 for a put. I will pause. All right, I moved it up to $18. Perhaps, yeah, this, I was going to say perhaps a forced trade. And I'm thinking, you know, if I'm having to say that out loud, probably a forced trade. So I'm canceling that out of there. I think that's a little frustration coming through that I didn't quite get filled. So I'm just, okay, well, just put on a trade now. I mean, I still think it could be a worthwhile entry point. So I'm still going to mentally paper trade and say, okay, if I had gotten it at 18, would I have been okay? So if this right here drops below 18, then I know that I, you know, from a paper trade stand, all right, so I'm in at 18. Now let's see if this thing can go up to like 1880, and then that'd be pretty safe to say that I got out. Yep, okay. All right, well, I would have been okay, but still. Okay, I'll go ahead and pause. Give an order at 1050 for a put here. $10.20 now. I don't know. Maybe I should change strike prices? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. So 16. There we go. 16. Let's see if this thing wants to come up some more. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, going to try to pick one up here at 17.50. Got that. See if we can get out there. Why is it so difficult to get out at 18? Come on. There we, wow. Wow, that was way harder than it felt like it should have been. I mean, I essentially played the spreads there, and if you just scroll back and watch over here, you'll see it. 18 just sat there, and it comes down nice. But that's okay. That was a sniper shot by design, but 18 just sat there and sat there and sat there. So I mean, it still was a wow, what a rollover. So still was a fine entry point. Obviously, I made what I wanted to, but I don't know. Maybe I just call it good after that. That's granted, it is the day after the 4th. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people still aren't even at the office. So I guess I shouldn't be completely shocked by that given the nature of the calendar context. But that was just a good example of something that when you have the lower volume, I mean, that was pretty crazy. So I'm not going to quite say, I'll probably just keep my platform open and as I move along my day, and if I swing by and I see something that's just a no-brainer, maybe I'll take it. But at this point, probably just calling it good. However, I'm not going to commit to that just because, like I said, I'll leave the platform open and the software just on pause. And if I see something later on, well, like right now, look at this recovery right back up. So if this thing wants to get up over up to right around 444.10, I could very well be interested once again. And I'm just going to have to be extra picky because now I know that it's going to be that much more difficult to get out in this environment. So I'll need to make sure that my entry point is very solid. So I'll go ahead and pause. I have an order at 12.50 here, getting some pretty crazy action. Can I change that down to 11 now? Okay, that's what I needed. So now let's go to 9.50. I know I still seem far off, but clearly this is some very violent action here. So just trying to play it extra conservative. Let's see if we can get another push to the downside here. I will pause for now. Okay, when we're at 9.20 here. Change that to 8 now. Let's just see another fast push to the downside. Come on. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order out there at 11:20. I'm actually debating potentially bumping up to 2 contracts if this thing can come up a bit more. Because I would really like that. You know what? I am going to do that. To 1050. So let's see this thing come up to right around 443.50. Like I said, I like that enough to double my size and go with 2 contracts. So I will pause and I'll keep a close eye on it. All right, so that is all she wrote. What was it? 3 trades on the day. It is now almost 3:30 p.m. and never could get filled on anything. And just one of those days where I started off and had my confidence shook a little bit, and maybe rightfully so, because those first couple of trades were not the greatest of entry points. And then, like I said, we can go into that philosophical discussion of, well, maybe they were good because I was still able to escape with a profit. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, a day where I don't think I just quite had it, but hopefully if there's any encouragement there is when you don't have to have it every day to even make money. Now, sure, you might not make as much money as what you would prefer, but it's not like you not having it as a trader automatically means you're going to lose money. So find some encouragement in that. And that is one good thing about having a strategy, knowing what you're looking for and so on, is that you don't have to be perfect with it in order to make money. And, you know, these days do happen. So that's all I have for you. Hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And like I said, take care. Have a good one. If you enjoy these live trade videos, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. And let me know in the comments, what did you do for July 4th? Do you still have all 10 fingers? Or did you blow some of them off? So let me know down in the comment section. Everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.